Let's have a look at the new kid on the block, the Yuneec Q500 Typhoon, how it compares to the DJI Phantom, the standard drone in the industry, and some of the flying experience and photo quality that it does. First of all, you'll see that it's no GoPro. This is a nice 1080p 60 frames a second kind of picture, but it doesn't have the beautiful photo television quality of a GoPro. But it's still very, very good. The controls on the transmitter are nice in that they allow you to either fly aggressively or very cautiously, which is great for a learning experience. Plug in a second battery here. We should get up to about 20 to 22 minutes per flight, but right now these are new batteries, so I'm not pulling them down too hard. What I've noticed right away though is that it's very smooth and very controlled, especially in that turtle mode as they call it. We'll take it out for another flight here. We're going to go over the water this time, and it's evening, and the beach is in shadow. It's fairly dark, and the sky is quite bright and sunlit right now. So I noticed that the beach actually is quite well exposed. It's not exposing for the sky, and I'm getting good detail from the darker gravels that are going on here. Those 13-inch props on board are quite quiet compared to the Phantom's sort of weed whackery sound on their 9-inch props. The Q500 also has a 4 times the warranty time, 4 months replacement with the dealer if you think there's a mechanical problem with it versus 1 month for the Phantom. Now, as we go out over the water, you can see that the dark water and the light skies are actually fairly well exposed, and it does a pretty good job of evening it all out, and not bad color. Everything you see here is right off the card. I haven't done any post-processing for smoothness or for color adjustment. Now, when you come down through prop wash, it usually is a very turbulent ride. In this case here, I've sped the video up ×2, which usually makes it look very bumpy. But in fact, you can still see how smooth it is, and I'm very impressed with that 3-axis gimbal. I'm going to try some JPEGs now to see how it takes pictures. They're 12 megapixel pictures. Not bad. I'm getting a little vignetting on the edges, I think from the plastic shroud that frames the camera in there. I think it might be because I bumped it with my hand and knocked a little bit of alignment. Because it is a wide angle, when you tip the gimbal, you do get a bit of that fisheye effect. You may want to process that out later, or leave it in, or just live with it. Now, as that unit is going up in smart mode, it actually will stop at 125 meters high, or about 400 feet. That is the official FAA limit, and it is built into the software for this camera and quad. Having that video link, though, to your monitor that you're holding in your hand gives you a really nice image of what it's looking at. So even though you can barely see the quad in the sky, you can see what it's seeing. Very, very nice. Those height and distance limits can be overridden in software, which you plug into the drone. Also, it allows you to update its firmware and software. Also programmed into it are limits that won't allow you to fly it near an airport within a certain distance. So they have really tried to address many of the issues of FAA regulations and drones. Of course, these things can be overridden if you really wanted to, but as a starting set, it's probably a great way to show people that you're practicing drones flying quite safely. Coming down through the prop wash, again, we've sped this up 4 times, and you still see how smooth and effective, really pro video quality that gimbal is. So overall, I'm impressed with this camera. I didn't even try the follow me mode, which allows you to ride along on a bike or a car and have the Q500 follow you along. But it's a great one package. Great having that video downlink. It's got nice controls which can be adjusted for aggressive or for quiet type of flying. It may not be video quality suitable from comparison to a GoPro, but it's still very impressive. And later on this year, they are talking about having 4K video on board as well as the regular updates, which are available through plugging in the USB. Thanks for watching.